Bostonians of all walks of neighborhoods and walks of life will be coming together on tomorrow, April 2nd, to celebrate Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.'s last speech as a commitment to social justice and reconciliation in our city. Residents will be reading portions of the historic feature. Many prominent civic leaders have agreed to participate, including former Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick, Hollywood producer Topper Carew, Congregational Killilith Rabbi Bill Hamilton, and Boston City Council President Andrea Campbell. Here to tell us more about this event happening tomorrow is Jessica Hamilton, Minister for Advocacy and Social Action at the Union Church in the South End, and Adam Gibbons, a community activist and nonprofit consultant in Boston. Both are members of the Boston Mountaintop Planning Committee. Welcome to Urban Update. Thank you both for coming in. It's like it's going to be a great event coming up here this week, tomorrow. Yeah. Now, this week, millions across the nation will be mourning the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. But your group chose to celebrate the last speech he made. Tell us why.
Well, because Boston has always been committed to civil rights and progress, and I have to say, in the last decades, Boston has come together more and more across all kinds of ethnic and cultural lines, and in some great ways. But it's a complicated problem when we still see so many disparities, injustices going on. We've seen some horrible things in the last few years, especially around people being shot. So this is an opportunity for people to come together to continue their efforts and share what they're thinking about around Dr. King's speech.
Jessica, again, we're talking about the anniversary of a terrible tragedy, yeah. And many people will be mourning, but again, you choose to celebrate.
Absolutely. We think it's a celebratory in nature, and we want to take time to reflect and remember King's words to spur continued action around addressing issues of inequality that we see in the Boston area. You know, there's well-documented issues around wealth inequality. These are things that, racial injustice, these are things that King really spoke out against. And I think in this speech, his words are so prophetic. It's also kind of sad that they're still very relevant today. It just shows us that we, like Adam said, need to come together to do more work on these issues.
Now we're talking about I've been to the Mountaintop speeches, a speech that we're talking about. Now who's going to be participating? A lot of folks here, Governor Patrick, former Governor Patrick, other folks?
I wondered, the mayor of Boston is going to be reading. There's going to be quite a number of dignitaries, but also regular people like us, like Jessica and I, from across making sure that all 26 neighborhoods of Boston are participating in the reading. And there'll also be some information tables there. And again, this is on Boston City Hall Plaza, so lots of area to move around and chat and talk and connect with each other about this stuff.
So anyone can come and attend the reading?
Absolutely, absolutely. I just want to add about the readers. It's very diverse, like Adam said. It represents, I think, the diversity of the city of Boston. So the youngest reader is 5 years old. Oh my. And the oldest reader is a contemporary and a friend of Dr. King's, Reverend Haynes, and he's 91 years old. We have members of the disability community, veterans, college students, and so it'll look like a microcosm of the city of Boston.
That's right, Reverend Haynes. He knew Dr. King directly when he was here in Boston.
Right.
What are you hoping to hoping this have impact? Are you hoping to have by holding this event?
Well, not forgetting and feeling, reassured and inspired by all of us doing this and by Dr. King's words. Dr. King and many people have laid out an incredible blueprint and examples for us, and of course we have to carry it forward. This is an opportunity for people to reconnect on a speech that was incredibly powerful.
Why do you think this speech still resonates today?
Because the issues are still, we're still facing these issues. I think when King went to Memphis to give this speech, right, the basic focus was around economic justice, but it was also about human dignity, and he wanted to expand that to civil rights and human rights around the world. I think as we look at our times right now, I don't think we can argue that there's a need for us to recognize folks with dignity. I don't think we can, argue that there's a need for continued justice efforts on economic justice, racial justice, gender justice. And so it's still very powerful because we haven't reached the promised land that he described. So like Adam said, it's about working together to make sure we get there.
Kevin, Adam, are you hoping that this becomes an annual event?
Yes, yeah. We would, the New Democracy Coalition has helped organize this event, and it's a connection of lots of folks that have worked on this stuff, and it's, we're excited about it and to just be together and connect with each other.
Okay, and finally, and once again, when and where?
On Monday, tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock on City Hall Plaza.
Okay, and it sounds like it's going to be a great event. Adam Gibbons and Jessica Hamilton, thank you for coming in, and good luck with the event tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Okay, again, more than 150 young people from across communities in Massachusetts gathered at the State House last year for Kick Butt Day. We're going to talk about what that means coming up next, right here on Urban Update.